Hello, welcome to my home. My name's Lisa, and this is Bella, and then this is Sarah, and we're here to do a WIP parade. Not sure where Marshall's at. He's chilling out somewhere outside, I think. Out in the rain, probably. Okay, so I thought we would do a WIP parade today. I'm trying to get my plans kind of finalized and figured out and see what I want to work on, what I want to get rid of, what I want to start. I've decided that there's some things that are in my WIPs that I might have started on a whim. I might have thought a lot of them are just mania starts when I participated in that. Okay, sorry. And so they were just like spur of the moment things, trying to use what linen I had available, just starting them on a whim, not really confident in my color choices, but just going for it because I was being in a mania type decision process. So anyway, there's some things that are like 2, 3, 4 years old, maybe even longer. And when I look at it, I don't get excited. I might have a sense of commitment thinking, okay, well, I've got this much time into it. I should continue it. But then now I've come to the point where it's like, I don't want to stitch anything that I am not in love with. If there's things that aren't bringing me joy, it's time for them to move on. So whether some of these things, I'll keep the chart and I'll, maybe someday down the road, restart it. Some things just aren't my style anymore, and I'm okay with that. I'll just share the chart with someone, and someone will enjoy it, and it'll be a win-win. So, and then there's some things in this basket over here that are my current WIPs that I am excited about and will continue on and hopefully finish them. And my plan, as I mentioned, I just did a floss tube video a few minutes ago. It's uploading now. And so I was talking a little bit about WIP Go in there. I'm going to try it for the first time this year and see how it goes. I'm not sure how it's going to go because I don't really like to be bossed around. And so even if I'm doing the bossing, so we'll see. Hold on, I'm going to get Marshall up here so you can see him. Okay, I know I talk about Marshall all the time because he's my blind dog that always runs into my camera. But this is Marshall. Say hi, buddy. And so he just came in from outside. And I thought, well, you guys got to meet the other two. So I'll let him come in and say hi. Are you a good boy? Huh? You good boy? Poor little guy. He can't see anymore, but he's living his life, though. He's happy. All right, he's going to hop down here because he's hot. So just a second. Okay. Anyway. So I think I'm going to start on the things that are in the kind of inactive bin. And because the other stuff you pretty much just saw in the WIP parade. So, okay. So there's a couple different charts in this one. I have Which from La-Di Da, and there's a mistake in here, and I've decided to be #mature, and I am going to rip out her dress, bodice, and the top of the skirt. I'm going to just rip that out. There's really not that much. I think her head is fine. I just think it's just her. I did something wrong in her dress top. So I'm going to be #mature, and I'm going to rip that out and continue on with that. I also have Spell of the Moon, which I've talked about this a bunch, and I've restarted and started and restarted and started, and I'm not sure I don't think I'm gonna continue with this one. This is my piece that I've restarted it on. So we'll see. It might get some love. It might not. We'll see. That one is an undecided. But then I also have Bittersweet September, I think, by Blackbird Design. And I'm not crazy about my coverage, my color choices. I've made mistakes. And there's a ton of over 1 stitching. This whole alphabet on the side is over 1. And so that doesn't sound fun to me. So that piece is moving on. We're gonna get rid of it, and I'll probably put it back in my stash. We'll see. I don't know. I might offer it as a giveaway. We'll see. And share the love. Okay, I have this piece by Shakespeare's Peddler, Scissors. I love it, but I don't love the coverage. This was just a scrap piece of linen that I had from something, and not very inspiring. So that's just going to be a take apart and put back in my stash. And if I go back to it, that'll be fine. If not, we'll see. But that one's coming out of the list. I have Honey Hill Hamlet by Artful Offerings. Right? Yeah. And this linen is super thin. And it's hard to carry things. I like, if it's like 2 or 3 stitches, I like to be able to carry something. But this is so thin. So, I don't know. I think that is going to be a restart. Okay, this one is a Plum Street. It's called Sweetheart Hill. And I've been trying to work on this for quite a while. And it's not doing it for me. I don't like my coverage on my house. So I'm thinking that's probably going to be going in the unkit and just put back in my stash. This one is a piece by, I think, Whilst Iris Naps. And it's just her 3 little carrots. And I'm just going to move on. That's going to get unkitted and put away. This one, I've decided it's just going to go in an inactive bin. It's a La-Di-Da, Bless Our Home. And I've got quite a bit of it done. But it's not calling to me. I'm not in love with it. And I tell you the truth, I don't even know if I have a wall big enough to put it on. So but that's going to go in the inactive bin. I might go back to it. We'll see. This is A Country Winter by Plum Street. And I started it on a tiny piece of Ada that I coffee tea dyed. And I don't think I want to continue that. It's crazy to think that I would restart it when I've probably more than halfway done. But I think I would. So that's probably going to be restarted. This one is Create Every Day by Teresa Kogut, which is a freebie. And that I think I'll try to continue. I have one by Blackbird Designs called Strawberry Fields Forever. And I'm just not crazy about my color scheme that I picked. The green I picked is kind of a chartreuse. Anyway, I'm not feeling that either. So I think this is going to be unkitted. And then this one, Plum Street, Peace, Love, and Purpose. Love this one, but I ended up doing it over one on a piece of like 28 count. And that's just not enjoyable. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, because the little people are pretty much done, I think. So I think I'm just going to make a little scissor fob out of that and just move on. And I will restart that on another piece of fabric that's funner. Okay, so this one is by Heartstring Samplery, and it's called Pincushion Street. And it's so pretty, and I love the saying on it, but that house is going to be huge. That's only like half of the roof. The roof is going to come over to here. That's just huge. So I just don't know that I have it in me to finish that. So that might be moving on. I mean, I have no problem with doing a big house, but that's crazy. Okay, and then I have a Chessie and Me. It's called Autumn Blessings. That one's getting unkitted. Okay, so that pretty much is that basket. So most of those things, like I said, it just isn't something that's bringing me joy. I might love the chart, but I don't love my fabric or what floss I picked. So anyway, there's just so many things to stitch in so little time. It's just time to pick our favorites and move on. So this one, I've decided to disregard. I might go back to it at another point, but for now, I have this much of it done, and I just don't enjoy it. So I do enjoy the other one that I did, the Summer Breeze, and I was hoping to do the set, but okay. And then I have Every Opening Flower by Brenda Gervais. I think everybody's seen this. And I will continue on with it. I'm happy with how that's looking. So I will continue on with that. I just shared this one in my video, the Wool and Flax Company. I will continue on with this. And I also have, somewhere I have the Milk and Cream Company. The companion to this, it's, I don't know where it's at. It's hanging out somewhere, so it's in the house, but I'll have to find it. I will continue on with a Shepherd's Song, which is upside down. So I'll continue on with that one. I will be continuing on with Plum Street Blue Skin. That's this one. Loving it. And I will be continuing on with the Red House Sampler by Brenda Keys, which mine is blue, but I will be continuing on with that. Love this. I will be continuing on with Yuletide at Thistle Hill by Abby Rose Designs. I think I'm going to try to do that one on the 25th and try to get that done pretty quick. And then I also have A Gentleman's Daughter by Plum Street. And so this one's almost done. I just have some wording at the bottom to do. I'm kind of flying through these because I think Larry's on his way home. And I can't do a video when he's here to hear me. I have Hive Rules. And I have decided to make them into individual pillows. And so I have one of them done. And then, but I think my gap in between was too short. So I think I'm going to have to unstitch that and move it down a little bit. But that's okay. So I'm excited to work on that one. And that pretty much sums up my WIPs. I mean, I'm sure there might be something somewhere in a pile that I'm famous for. But I think that's pretty much it. So I think it kind of boils down to I'll have probably about 13 or 14 WIPs that I will consider active. And I think there's probably 4 or 5 that I will put in inactive. And if I ever get back to them, that's fine. But if not, that's fine too. I'll deal with that on another parade. And then there's probably like, I think 5 or 6 things that will be unkitted. I'll just put my floss back in circulation and put the charts back in my stash. And if it's not something I want to do, then I'll just pass the stash along. So I think that's how my stats are kind of working out. I did cut some of my fabric that was extra on some projects. I cut that down today. And I think I have the fabric set up for 4 new starts. So that's kind of exciting. And there's plenty more to juggle around. So I'm excited, thinking that that's going to be something I can try to get going. Even if I can't get all of my threads for the entire projects, at least if I can get it in the spot where I'm going to start on New Year's Eve, then I think I'll be okay. I can continue on and grow get all the colors together as time goes on. But just in the crunch time, I just want to be able to start each project on New Year's Eve. So I'm going to try to do it the traditional way and start at noon on New Year's Eve, and every hour try to start a new project and go till midnight. We'll see. I'm kind of old, so I don't know if I'm up for all that or whether I will try to spread it out, you know, over the entire 24 hours of the day instead of just 12. We'll see. But anyway, I'm hoping to get them all started just because I want to be able to open my baskets and be a little bit more excited about the options. And I already have the charts. I already have the thread. I have the stuff. I just need to get moving. So if you're doing any plans for New Year's or New Year's Day, if you're having some ideas about how you want to start, if you want to share them with me, I am Lisa Abby 9137 on Instagram. And that's just such an easy way to text back and forth or show pictures. So if you have any inspiration you want to share with me, please do so over there. And hopefully this will be an exciting year for everybody. I hope we can all do the things that bring us joy and have some fun stitching. Thank you for joining with me. Thank you for joining me. I hope this wasn't too rushed or too haphazard. If you have any questions about what fabric I might have used or what floss, I can try to answer those questions, but I'm really bad at that. So just know going in that chances are I might not know what fabric I've used or what thread I used. But I can try. Well, thanks for listening to me babble on and on. And I hope you guys have a great day. And we'll see you next year. Bye.